Let's see if I can get some of you guys in here who are hanging out on this May Gray in California. I don't know what's going on in your... You know what? I'm so glad I'm getting a haircut this week. Ugh, we don't care what you look like, Nita. So anybody want to join me and chat and hear what's going on in my little world? Grab your water. I've got my water. I hope I put this on public. Okay, I did because I see two of you guys are in here. Hi, Anna. I have nothing in my teeth. I just had lunch. I really need to prepare better for these, don't I? But Steve's at work. And I was just rattling around in here, and I realized that I do have a plan that I have put into motion. Hi, Susan. And hi, Judith. And I want to hear from you guys, too. This isn't, you guys need to remember that when I come on live, I promise I won't scratch my nose or play with my hair. Oh, no, I'm not over WW. No, I am not. I will never be over WW. Let me see. Why aren't you guys showing up? There we go. No, he doesn't always work on Saturdays. He's working today because he's taking Thursday and Friday off this week because we're going to get away. So I thought I would just come in here and chat with you guys. Oh, I need to put my glasses on, and I hate putting my... Hi, Tony. I hate putting my glasses on because of the glare. So we'll just sit here for a minute, see if anybody else is home like we are. Oh, thank you, Anna. Oh, you're always very sweet. But sometimes I have to watch back to see what I talked about so that I don't talk about it again. And I'm like always like doing something, futzing with something. And then I was like, you know what? That's what the newscasters have on us who go live, is you never see them touching their face. It's like I need... If somebody were here to tie my hands together, but then I wouldn't be able to scroll and see who's here. Hi, Brenda. Anna, I'll talk about that in a minute, about the shop, Brenda. Anna says she's moving to the Mediterranean diet and anti-inflammatory to help with fertility. Well, good luck, my friend. I send you all the Johnson, Anita, Chit Chat, Paddiwack, positive vibes, my friend. Oh, I just hope that just makes everything you want happen. I'm just going to start off by saying that maybe I mistitled my video. I meant enough is enough as far as I go, as far as my eating, as far as my weight, and what I have put into motion. But I haven't shared with anybody, and I thought, well, since I have nobody here to talk to except for Kitty, I'd come on here. I am a diehard WW Weight Watching gal. It's just who I am. We all have our stuff. Some people like to try all the programs. Some people... I'm just a WW green gal. That it works for me. I know it works for me if I do what I'm supposed to do. It's all up to me. So I stick with it. Okay, but if I forget, Brenda, remind me. Okay, so I think I'll get started talking about what we're going to talk about. First of all, I'm going to ask you guys a few times, do you have your water? Because I have during the pandemic, I'm not going to lie because I hate that saying, whoever came up with it, I would just like to take a baseball bat to them and their vocabulary. Truth be told, that's better. I totally slapped on my water during the pandemic. I slapped on everything during the pandemic except for wine. I didn't slack on wine during the pandemic, not at all. In fact, somebody should have bought stock in what I consumed. But everything's changing now. It already has changed. I have already put a plan into place, and that's what I'm here to tell you about. But I do want to remind you to drink your water because I have been drinking mine, and it's been helping. Everything I chose to put into place has been helping. I did have a lot of coffee this morning, so if I seem a little, that's why, because look at my new mug that Sweet Bee sent me. What's the name of Bee's channel? I've watched her forever. Look how pretty that is. Isn't it beautiful? B's weight loss journey. Let's look. If you're not watching B, you need to be watching her because she is one of, ding, check first FaceTime. I got to keep that in order. All right, we need to find the exact, okay, B's journey, BEE/S journey. She was one of my first YouTube friends. They don't get any sweeter, kinder. She's just honest, is telling you about her program, what she's doing. She follows an old, I think, Momentum, an old WW plan. And just like the rest of us, she's going up and down and up and down. And go check her out if you don't know B already. Oh, no, Brenda, trust me, my friend. All of this that you see, literally, it's not from food, it's from wine. And the occasional alcohol or harder beverage on the weekend. Sorry, I can't catch my breath because I ran in here. Kitty, what are you doing? So here's the thing. I am seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I've had my first inoculation. I'm having my second one on the 22nd. I had no residuals from the first one. So that's all I had to say, Brenda. I built it up like it was some big, hold on, I'm going to give you the information. You just stay seated and I'll tell you. There's nothing to tell. And I haven't had my second one yet. So there's that. I have halted the brakes on any and all alcohol. And in 1-5, I'm going to be consistent. Since I see the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm totally back on track. My mindset is there. My heart is there. The mirror was there. The mirror probably being the biggest, I walk past myself at night when I go to the bathroom and it's like I start screaming. We can't have that going on anymore. So I am WW, green plan, tons of water, no alcohol, tracking, staying within my points. I am going to use my weeklies, and let me tell you why. I think you should use them, in my personal opinion, but if you don't, that's fine too. If you don't need them, a lot of times I don't need them, but let me tell you why I'm going to need them. Ask anybody who likes to drink alcohol. When they stop drinking alcohol, they crave sugar, because that's all alcohol is, sugar. So I'm going to use my weeklies for that little craving that I am going to be getting, since I am not going to be partaking anymore. Let's see, Brenda says, oh, I remember Momentum. It works too if you follow it. Right. And B does that. So go check her out. Say, hey, I'm Brenda. Anita sent me. Hi, how are you? I just love her to death. And she surprised me with this. Oh, I got another surprise yesterday. Let me show you guys. Hold on. I can't reach it. Oh, there we go. I'm not going to put it on just because I just tried to do something with my hair so I wouldn't play with it. Oh, but my fingers got stuck because I put hairspray in it. Thursday's my birthday, and Kat sent me a hat. And it's so cute on. I put it on in my Instagram. If you guys are on my Instagram, take a look. Now, I thought when I pulled it out, I thought this is the cutest thing ever, but I wonder if I could carry it off just because I'm so old. My birthday's Thursday. I'm going to be 59, and I put it on, and I'll tell you what. Nobody's ever looked better in this hat than Anita Johnson, WW Green Lady. Isn't that cute? She's so thoughtful. Also, that's Kat on Point. If you guys don't know Kat, go over and check her out at Kat on Point. I think she's been sporadically posting videos, kind of like me. We've kind of, during this whole last year, we kind of don't know what to post, and I know. It's the cat with the seed. We got 3 cats. Thank you, Jill. Baby's gonna be 6 on Friday. So yeah, I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for everything ahead. And it's just time. It's just time. Thank you, Judith. It's super cute. It's really cute. We have 2 dates for Disneyland, and I think I already have my whole outfit for the first date picked out, because that's how I work. So I think I'm going to wear it on the second date. During this season that we're coming out of, and I hope you guys are feeling like I am, that we truly are coming out of it, It's time to start living again, and it's time to start moving again, and it's time to stop drinking again. I can't help it. I like it. Hi, Esther. Hi, Esther. And I had to wait till I was ready. Like we all do with anything. We have to wait until we're ready. And I don't think I ever got on here and truly said, I think I was honest with you guys in that my mindset wasn't all the way in it, but heck, gosh darn if I'm going to try. But I haven't been ready yet, but I'm ready now. I am. And I know what I have to do, and I'm going to do it. So that's all I kind of came on to tell you guys. I wanted to see if anybody wants to join me, if anybody kind of checked out while we had to check in at the home hotels for, whoever thought it was going to be over 400 days. That just blows my mind. It blows my mind. In other news, for anybody who may not know, isn't on my Instagram or didn't see my last video, another big change around here is that Oliver lives with his dad now. Oh, Esther, I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Janet. So happy to see you. You're still on green? Oliver is living with his dad now. And it's a total trip, and there's a bird in my house. Okay, hold on 1 second. Esther, watch the door. Don't let anybody out. Let anybody who wants to come in. There's a bird in my house. I have to close the door because Kitty's going after it. Come on, Kitty. Come here. Is that little bird in here? Oh, we gotta get the bird out. Gotta get the bird out. All right, Kitty, come on. I have to tell you guys the bird story too. Weirdest thing going on with this bird. Okay, Esther, how'd you do? Judith, you're still on lockdown. Completely, like complete lockdown. We're allowed to, I don't know what's what around the world, but we can go anywhere, but we're still wearing masks. I don't know. Yeah, Judith, I know where you live, but I forget. Remind us all, will you? While I'm not playing with my hair. So, you know what? V, I'll just call you V. You broke your leg. Give yourself some grace. Don't at all beat yourself down for gaining that 20 pounds. I gained 50 pounds over the pandemic, and I'm putting it out there in the wild for people who hate me to watch me say it. It's going to bring them great joy for some sad reason. Just take care of yourself. Let your leg heal. And then after that, decide what you want to do. But don't by any means. I'm so sorry to hear you broke your leg. I hope you're getting some help. Come on, Kitty. That's horrible. I've never broken a bone. Knock on wood. So anyways, Oliver's not here anymore. Now, he still is in town. He's about 9 miles away. But it's really weird, you guys. And I talked about it in my last video, but he's only really been gone for 2 weeks. So maybe I didn't. Maybe I just said I was going. Anybody who came in later, do you have your water, you guys? Do you have your water? Because I can see you. Oh, I do own it, Judith. How can I not own it? You guys can see me. It's totally apparent, right? And a lot of I think the average C gain, and I can't use the C word or the P word or any of those words, or YouTube will bury my video, is about 20 pounds. But see, I have to outdo everybody. I can't go with the flow. I can't just be at one with the Joneses. I have to outdo everybody. So I went the whole 9 yards and gained 50. But now we're going to take it off. I've taken off 5 this week, like I said. I'm in the game. I am over 200 pounds, but I'm going to get under that 200 pounds, and then I'm just going to scream down that graphic in my WW app. Hi, Cheryl. Overachiever. Right, Judith? I'm an overachiever, darn it. You want to come over for a glass of wine? I'm going to have 5. I just can't stand it anymore. When I was sitting here on my couch, doing nothing, seeing nobody, I gave myself, I can justify anything. If you ever need anything justified, give me a ring ding, 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 I need this justified because I can do it for you. And so I would sit here and I'd have my wine and I'd watch my Turner Classic movies, Turner Movie Classics, the old shows on the tube, and I'd feel my stretch marks stretching and multiple other things going up and down the stairs. It's like, well, Nita, you know what? You haven't been able to get out and move because we have to stay in the house. I can justify anything. Well, it's time to flip it, and I have started, and I'm going to continue because I'm going to go back to feeling good and looking good and being happy with myself. I know I keep jumping from this subject to Oliver because, hi, Rachel, because people are bringing stuff up. Yeah, none of my clothes fit, Brenda. I've had to buy new clothes, and you are allowed to laugh at this. I was so much in denial about how much weight I gained that I didn't even buy clothes big enough to fit me. Because I had bought a lot of stuff online because I really wasn't going anywhere. Oh, this should work. Ding, 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 ding. Put it in the cart. Oh, this should work. Put it in the cart. I get it home, and I can barely get it over my boobs. It's like, come on, Anita, let's be real with ourselves here. That's not your size. Esther says we are in the process of moving, which is taking longer than I would like, so I'm not connected here or at our new place. Oh, and trying to pack and clean. I'm exhausted. Okay. In my world, moving equals hell. And that's why I've only moved a number of times in my life, because I think moving is the worst thing ever. People, what was that? Oops, that's ding number 2. I just touched my nose. I was talking to a guy next door, and he was talking to me thinking I wanted to talk to him when there couldn't have been anything further from the truth. I was like, leave me alone, pal. I don't want to talk to you. I'm nice to everybody, but I have a reason for not wanting to talk to him. He tells me he's moved 35 times in 40 years. Doesn't that tell you something about a person unless you're in the military? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm sorry, Esther. I hope you have a lot of help, my friend. When we moved here with a minimal amount of stuff, I hired movers. I just couldn't do it. And I was healthy and everything. Janet, you need to flip it too. But Janet, you and I, how do you do it? We're on the same page all the time. And we have our brain, we have to hear the click. We can talk till we're blue in the face, but we have to have that click in our brain saying, okay, it's time. We're going to do this. We're tired of feeling like this. We're tired of looking like this. We're tired of wondering if our husbands are looking at us with the side eye like, oh boy, is she going to do anything about that? Oh, how fun, Esther. You're going to have to, your address so I can visit you. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, Janet, it's just, and we mean to, and all of us who are in this WW weight loss, it's happening, like I said, while I sat here and felt my stretch mark stretch and was hauling up the stairs and anything else, just being too lazy to go in and cook dinner. We can think about it and think about it and think about it, but we just know it's time, and for me, it's time. Now, has it been time for some time? Yes, but I have already put it into motion. It's not like I'm saying I'm gonna do it. I have already started doing it. And let me tell you, when I got on that scale, I know the scale doesn't define you. It's how you feel. Do your measurements, blah, 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 blah. Everybody is different, right? Are we not all completely different? I like the scale. The scale gives me an idea of where I am. I don't do measurements because I'm old and they don't move that much. I'm sorry, that's just my view. My arms, I'm not gonna, I'll show you my Carousel of Progress shirt, but I won't show you my arms. The scale really does tell me how I'm doing. That's another thing, Esther. I want to swim. I need to get back in the water, but I am not looking. Okay, let's be honest here again. For those of us who have the weight on and have had the weight on before and remember what it's like to get in the bathing suit, let's talk about this for a second. Being in the bathing suit in front of other folks doesn't bother me so much. I love the water too much to let it bother me. It's getting that damn thing on. Okay, can anybody here that has been hefty before who wears a bathing suit tell me that they don't have trouble getting that bathing suit on? Oh my gosh, it's like I feel like I'm the Queen of England and I should have 5, what are they called? The ladies in waiting or whatever. 2 in front, 1 on each side, and 2 in the back. Help pull that dang thing up and over. It's so hard to get on. Is it not? I just think it's so hard to get on. See, there's no way I can swim in full clothing. There is just zero. It is like a girl. Even though I have to be honest, I've never worn a girdle, but I imagine that if I were to have worn a girdle, that's what it would feel like. See, when I go in the water, I actually swim. You guys know I taught water aerobics in another life. So I'm going to get in there and I actually move. And I can't move with tens. I can't wear clothes. And just the weight of the material in our swimsuits, it's alarming. It's completely alarming. I'm just glad I kept my old suits and didn't give them away like I gave away all my clothes when I lost my weight. See, this is where I was an overachiever too. I was never going to gain any of it back. Duh. How could anybody even think that I would do that after all my work? You're crazy. That would never happen to me. It did. I gave all my clothes away. I sold some on Poshmark. I gave some away. I donated to other places. And, okay, that's number 3. Ding, ding, ding. It's just pitiful. So I have this closet full of clothes from the smallest to the largest. Brenda says, a fashion expert said once on a morning show that women need to buy a bathing suit 2 times bigger than their regular size. Well, that's good to know. I don't know. Because here's the thing. Some of you are busty, right? I think it's all in the build, to be honest with you. I don't have a big bust, but I'm super broad. I have huge, my whole family is, what am I trying to say? We have broad shoulders. We're very broad on the top. I'm built like a triangle, but then I have a bowling ball at the bottom of the triangle. Beth is doing low carb and had a good first week. -3 pounds, right on. Was not losing on WW anymore. Well, Beth, that's fantastic. You know, Amy over, the redheaded nurse at N is for Nurse, I believe she's doing low carb. I don't know if she's doing keto or low carb, but I saw in her titles low carb. So you might want to go check her out and pick her apart and see what's going on. Maybe she can help you out. But stick around here too, because, yeah, stick around here too. And congrats on that -3. Doesn't it feel, yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a good feeling. Hi, Patricia. How are you? It feels good to feel positive. You know, when I just, oh. Esther says, if I bought a suit 2 times bigger, the cup size is huge. Yeah, see, that's like, we're all in different, and I have I had a small butt, but in all this sitting, for you gals who have small butts and want a bigger booty, just sit around for a year and I can guarantee you growth. I can, because I had it happen. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Also, you guys, age is a thing. Age is a thing in so many ways. If anybody wants to agree, I forgot what I was going to say. I was looking at my mom's body the last time that I was with her, and she's 84 years old, but she has all her weight is in the strangest spots of her body that nobody else in my family has. And I was kind of looking at her thinking, wow, that's weird that mom is bigger here and there. And I'll be gosh darned if that's where it's showing up on me too. And that's another reason. Hi, Terry. How are you? It's good to see you too. Today is day 5 for me too. Wait, what's the, what's the day today? The 15th. So it's my 5th day too. I started on the 11th. Oh boy, Anita, only 5 days? You seem awfully full of yourself for 5 days. Because I am. Because I'm going to do it. Because tomorrow will be day 6, right? It's funny where everything shows up. It's not funny, haha. It's funny, peculiar, and funny. Ugh. Okay, we're going to go for number 4 here because my nose just itches all the time. It's from these trees, you guys. I have trees everywhere. So let me tell you guys about this bird. We can do this, Terry. We've done it before, right? We've all done it before together. We can do it again. Time, guys. Can you blame us for some of us being in the places that we are? I don't. There's been many, many folks who managed to not only lose, but maintain during this season of hell. I'm sorry, but it was. It was just like, is this ever going to end? And I do believe it's ending now. Except Judith never told us where she lives, and I forgot, and I apologize for that. And I'm just going to do my thing. I'm not going to change anything up. I'm not going to try to do this to take place of that. I'm just going to plow through what I know that I learned on the WW Green program. Does everybody have their water? Drink your water, you guys. Ontario, that's right. So you guys are on the other side of the border. What do you hear up there? Are they forecasting anything for you or giving you an idea? And I apologize for forgetting. So I was sitting here yesterday. We're just going to go off topic for a second, in case any of you guys know birds. And let me preface by saying there is no nest. I went in and under and looked. There's no nest. And I hear this. I can't figure out what it is, right? I'm like, what the heck is that? Is somebody send me what's called Morse code? Straight to my brain, and I'm supposed to understand what this message is? Is somebody stranded on an island and I'm the only one getting this message? What is that? So finally I figured it out. I followed the sounds. And there's these 2 birds inside Steve's, not inside, they came through the hollow side, the back of the barbecue. And they're sitting on the little ledge, and they're, with their beaks, they're doing this. So every time I go out, they fly away. They don't look like wild birds, which is weird. They're beautiful, beautiful birds. And they sit on the ledge out there, and they walk back and forth all day long. There's no nest. I checked to make sure. They just like it in there for some reason. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize. But it is from the trees. So last night they split, and I thought, well, maybe they just were here for the day to visit and drive me out of my mind. And they're back today inside of there, and I cannot figure it out. June 2nd. Okay, that's in no time. Judith, that's in just tick-tock. That's just in a couple of days. I mean, really, if we've gone this long from now until June 2nd is nothing, right? Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited to live again. That's what it was. I just, and I know I can't be alone. There's number 4, 5, 6. Terry says, I have to get moving again too, Anita. I've had detached retina 3 weeks ago and had to have it. Oh, Terry. Oh, no. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you feeling better, I hope? Oh, I hope you're feeling better. You have good reason to have to lay down, honey. Hi, Natalie. Oh, don't say that. I'm getting it cut on the 19th. I'm getting it cut because we're going away the 20th and the 21st, and I just thought it's too. Should I just layer some of the sides and leave it this length? What say you guys? It looked good yesterday. Yesterday it looked really good. Then I slept on it last night, and today it looks like slept on your hair. Hey, if any of you guys want to hit the thumbs up for me, that would totally rock my little YouTube world. It shows that I've had some interaction. And there's a whole bunch of you guys here, and I'm so glad. Listen, again, I'm going to repeat it. When I come on live, it's not just about me. It's me pulling us all together to talk about what anybody needs to talk about. So if anybody needs to talk about anything, bring it up. Let's talk. We have all day long. I need something to do except for drink wine. You'll be helping me out. Thank you. The color's natural. That's all my color. That had to have been scary. Doing better progressively, still blurry in the eye, but it's getting better each day. Man, that's scary. I wish I'd have known. I would have been sending you all my Anita positive thoughts, but I will from here on out. I will. So good for Terry for telling us what's going on, and Janet and Brenda and all you guys who need to check in and talk about your weight or anything else. Let's talk. How are you, some of you guys doing mentally? Mentally, how are you guys doing? I'm doing better. It's a little hard not having Oliver here. I keep thinking I hear him. Saying Nana, especially in the middle of the night. I walk into his room to make sure he hasn't been on his PlayStation for too long. He's not in there anymore. We went and saw him in his new pad with his dad and his dad's gal pal, and it's really nice, and he's happy. And he was like, so after having your grandson live with you for 100 years, and then he's away for 2 weeks, you kind of expect him to come running down the hall, arms open, eyes open, mouth open. Nana, oh my gosh, I haven't been able to live without you. I'm so happy to see you. No, that's not the case. He opened the door from his bedroom and said, hi, Nana, when you're ready, come on in, I'll show you around, and closed the door. I was like, what the heck is up with that? It's totally bittersweet, Judith. It's so bittersweet. It will improve, Brenda, because mine has. Well, not because mine has. No. I take that back. I'm hoping that the way mine has worked will work for you to move around a little more. I have a little more room. I have a lot more room in my schedule that isn't even really a schedule because I don't schedule anything. And Steve and I need our time because Oliver came with us so shortly after we got married. I know you do, Brenda. That it needs to be Nana and Grandpa's time. But it's like, oh, my heart is missing something. Somebody plucked something out of my heart. And I guess if I want to see him, I'll have to get my car and drive over there and say, Nana's here. You're going to sit on the couch next to me whether you like it or not, buddy. Does everybody have their water? I notice the numbers keep going up and down. People are in and out. It's a Saturday. Is she talking about anything exciting? No. I'm just here to tell all you guys that I'm back on track. I know what I have to do. I've been doing it. The only thing I have to be careful about, and I'll be honest, is I got out of the habit of cooking. As you guys all know, Steve does all the cooking. And when I eat breakfast, that's number 5 or 6 or 7. And lunch, I eat very simple just because I hate cooking. I don't like, go fill it, Terry. Go fill your water. I'll talk about boring stuff till you get back. I don't like chopping things because of the stuff, my hands and holding a knife. Any of you guys who've been around here for any amount of time know that I have hand issues that nobody wants to hear health problems, so I'm not going to go into it. But holding a knife could be very detrimental to my other fingers, so I try to do it as least as possible in my lifetime. So I keep things really simple. I just make sure I get enough. I make sure I enjoy the taste. Like all, the smart people, when they make a wrap, they put their turkey, they put their cheese, they put tomato and lettuce, so they get more filled up. How's that for grammar? They get more food to fill them up. Now I know I could buy the shredded lettuce, but whenever I buy shredded lettuce, it goes bad fast because I'm the only one eating it. So I don't buy it, so I don't use it. The tomato I would have to cut up. Could all of this be handled? Yeah, but I don't feel like doing it. So I don't do all that stuff that I recommend everybody else does. Do as I say, not as I do, even though I do fine. I do fine. I have what I want when I want. I don't find myself hungry. And that's that. I need to get my points down too. My points are much higher than I have ever had them before. It's like I can't even figure out how to use them all up. Is anybody here still on WW with me? It doesn't matter. I'm just curious if I'm the only one. I'm trying to think of who is still on WW. I think everybody's gone to iTalk Bites or low carb or calorie counting. Who's still on WW with me? Tony says, needed your positivity. Have been struggling too. No more excuses. Wish I lived closer because I need a walking buddy. So do I, Tony, and I echo your sentiments, my friend. Susan, all right, right on. Oh, all right, Tony, okay, yay. Yeah, Sandy's WW. Brenda's on the blue plan, but does, okay, so same thing. Janet, of course, I knew that. Gina is on blue. Hi, Gina. Okay, so yay. Hi, Rosie. How's your Saturday, honey? Natalie's on W. Oh, yay. Hi. Oh, okay, so that's totally fine, but you're still doing the plan. It's like, it's our plan, but on another app, I think. Oh, yay, Tony, so you're going to have a partner in crime. All right, Tony, that's fabulous. And you're still employed, I hope? That's great. I'm so happy for you. I missed something because I refused to put my glasses on. Susan Kitty says, did you get your second shot yet? No. Let's see. Yes, but struggling. No studios open. That's right. So Judith, when they do open, are you going to go? Are you hesitant? You're not ready to go out yet, even though they say it's okay. I'm curious how everybody's feeling. My studio's been open for a while, but I'm going to play the honest card again. I love my meetings. You all know I love my meetings, but I haven't gone to one single meeting. Well, Anita, you love your meetings. Why haven't you gone to one? Because I don't want anybody to see me. I don't want to be seen. I'm too embarrassed. Now, will anybody out of everybody in the whole world understand my predicament more than my W? But I can't do it yet. I have been in touch with my leader. She texts me. She texts me about once a week, if not more. And she gives me, she's so funny, she's given me the times for a couple meetings where I don't know anybody. She's like, go to these meetings, nobody knows you're here. And I'm like, oh, maybe. You're not feeling good after your first one, huh, Rosie? Oh, that's a drag. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. So Tony, are you on the chat line? Super curious about this. Two Tonys. Good, Judith, right on. Esther says, got my second shot a week ago, and I think they say it takes 3 weeks for it to be effective, so I'm still being careful. Yeah, that's what I heard too, but that's what I heard too. And yes, that's what everybody should do. Just tired? Okay, maybe you're just tired. Maybe it's not from the shot. Maybe you stayed up too late last night. I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're just tired and you don't have a sore arm or, sore. I think from what I've read, I don't know. Everybody's different. Again, like we don't all wear the same bathing suit. The shot for the people who choose to have it, for those who choose not to have it, okay for you guys too. The shot affects everybody different. So I think that when people say, have you had it and how did it affect you? I think it's kind of, and this is no way at all offensive to, okay. I'm going to try to figure out a way to tell you guys this. When I'm put on a medication, I never read the side effects. I never read the side effects because if it's up here, then I'm going to have the side effects. I've never had any issues with any of my medications. I feel the same thing when everybody talks about the inoculations and how everybody's feeling, then everybody's, their trepidation is, am I going to feel like that? Oh, they got the second shot and they're just sitting here like this. Hold on. I'm going to hold on and wait till I'm tired and my arm hurts and my body goes limp and I have to sleep for 2 weeks. Okay, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait because I know that's what's going to happen. It doesn't happen to everybody. And for others, it's worse, far worse than the regular average Joe. So you guys don't think you're automatically going to get sick or tired. I'm mincing my words. One of the people you get when you call the 800 number. Yeah, Tony Valdez, that to me is the average reaction. One of the Disney YouTubing couples that I watch, their second one, she was fine. He was down for the count. Everybody's different. But I mean, hi, Susan. Susan, it's so good to see you. Thanks for the flower. I love me some flowers. Toledo, hello. Hi, you guys. The 800 number, what is that for? I don't think I've ever called it. Is that for like canceling or not that anybody should cancel? I mean, unless you want to. Terry is asking, do you find sticking to program easier or harder for you in the summer? I hear a lot say harder, but I find it easier. That's a great question, Terry. That's a great question. For me, it's not really an issue between, okay, for starters, since where I live, we're not seasonal. I don't go from being housebound from the snow and being stuck in the house with canned foods to spring-like weather. It's pretty much spring-like here all the time, so I don't have such an acute difference from my winters and my summers. We're still able to get some pretty decent fruit here when it's not summer. It's up to me to buy it and eat it because I can get it. I just need to buy it and eat it, which I have been. Yeah, it is super even here. So there's not that much. Now let's talk the holidays. The holidays are not hard for me for the simple fact that we don't have big family get-togethers. I don't have aunties and uncles and sisters and everybody who makes all the stuff. I'm not going to say them because it might trigger somebody. I get triggered. What triggered me the other day? I'm not going to say it, but it's a certain candy. And somebody said it, and by gosh, I went to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription. And if I didn't grab one of those. So the holidays are not difficult for us because we're just average. I mean, they're just, whoops, hang on, I clicked the wrong thing. Tony says, let me make sure I didn't, yes, canceling any other issues you may have. Terry says, we grill a lot too. Tony Dale says, had second shot in March, only had sore for a couple. March, oh wait, you're way ahead of the curve. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, exercised the day I got her first. The day after felt like I had a bruise on my arm for a few days. Oh, that's awesome. Nothing too bad. Brenda says, I live in Chicago area, so we get seasons. I do better when winter's over, which is what I hear from people with seasons most often. Great, Rosie. I know, you and me both, sister. Toledo, we're talking about whatever you would like to talk about, my friend. If there's anything in particular, type it in, and we are all going to discuss it with you. We're talking about a little bit of everything. When I came in initially to tell everybody that I'm back on track. During the pandemic, I picked up the great hobby of drinking wine, and I was an overachiever, and I drank more wine than anybody and gained more weight than anybody, but as of my 5th day now, I have chosen not to have any more. I'm going to get my weight down. But we'll talk about whatever anybody wants to talk about. Anna says, I seriously appreciate you so much. You're always so understanding and inclusive. Thank you, Anna. What a kind of thing to say. Thank you. I try to be inclusive. I try, because I think we should all talk. You know, and some folks have said, let's Zoom. And as outgoing as I am, I don't want to Zoom, and I don't know why. Let me scroll down, see. Yeah, Tony Dale, same here. You know, in our fruit stands are 20 minutes away for the fruit stands from the actual fields, and we can go there year round. And our fruit in our markets is always really good too. Beth says, haven't canceled yet, but in another few weeks we'll probably put on hold. Oh, right, you're doing the low carb, right? Is my memory serving me? Am I remembering well? Because I try, you guys. Anna, grilled watermelon is awesome. Susan says, had second dose of Pfizer, no side effects at all. I was just so damn grateful to get vaccinated. March 11th was my second dose. Felt like a huge weight was lifted from my shoulders. I'm so glad for you because, okay, takes me a second sometimes, you guys, but I really do try to remember where everybody is, even though I forgot Judith was on the other side. But Susan was in New York City. She still is. And I remember when this whole thing started, and she was holed up in her apartment working, and if to give you room to move around. And I remember that. I remember the start of it, and just my heart went out to you, and it was so bad there. Okay, so there's something positive, you guys. Here's something positive, and thank you, Susan, for putting that out there. We're on the other side of this. We've got to not be scared anymore, and we have to remember where we were when this whole damn thing started, where we are now, and where we're headed, because it's a much brighter future for us all. Janet, that's not bad. It's not bad if I can't have one glass of wine. I have to have 5 bottles. It's not bad. Camp on the weekends and camping and wine drinking go hand in hand. Absolutely. Let me tell you, because again, I want to be transparent. Last night was Friday night. Now in my head, Friday nights when we go out to dinner, Friday nights when we have, he has margarita, I have Long Island iced tea. Last night was tough. It was tough because I would have had a drink at the restaurant. Then I would have came home, popped my own bottle, drank that whole thing. It was really tough. There's a difference, my friend, my love, between having some wine and having Anita wine, okay? So don't even go there. The Tonys live by each other. Beth felt hungover the next day. Look at you guys go. Right, Brenda? I mean, just some of us are able to kick back. Some of you are able to kick back in your chairs and enjoy it and nurse it and maybe have, fill your glass half up instead of filling up this whole thing with, sometimes vodka to here and then maybe the mixer to here. I like my alcohol, what can I say? But I cannot drink it anymore. Esther, no sad faces. You'll see them again. I have to itch. I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry I wasn't able to see you. I wish they were closer. Amy, no, I have not. So jealous for anybody who has had the second shot. I'm not going to get mine for another 3.5 months. I'm trying to, you know what, Rosie, do I know where you live and do we know why, or is it too intrusive to ask? I'm sorry, you guys, my hair is bugging me. Everybody just hang tight, man. Hang tight. We've gone this long. We've gone 400 and how many days? Okay, so Rosie and Judith. I don't know if Judith is still here, but you guys are, Judith is in Ontario, Rosie. I don't know if she's still here or not. I haven't seen her post in a while. You were totally traumatized, Susan. I don't forget things like that. Oh, you're so welcome. I try to remember it all. Oh, Amy is in Ontario too. Look at, there's 3 of you swells in here from Ontario. Okay, there's Judith. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. He's starting, excuse me, he's starting a new job in 2 weeks, so no vacation for a while for them. And with you guys moving, near a lake, I can pretty much guarantee you they're going to find a way to get there sooner than later, because I know I am. Natalie says, we had a loose tiger in my neighborhood on Mother's Day. That was scary. Natalie, you live in Houston? That tiger? Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Did they ever catch the guy? They said the guy was a murderer or something, and the tiger was still on the loose, but they couldn't find him. But then they said they did find him, and oh my gosh. Rosie, you guys over there, hang tight. Seriously. There you go, Beth. See, that's what works for you, and that's the beauty of all this stuff. And that's what I think everybody has to remember, is like, we listen to other people, we read other people's stuff, we admire them from afar, and we think, oh, look at them, look how great they're doing this, maybe I should try doing that. Does that work for you, or does that work for the person that's doing it? We have to do what's good for us. And me, just keeping it simple, drinking my water, moving more, which I have to be honest, I haven't been moving more. I have to do that. But basically keeping it simple, and it works for me. While others make these great meal plans, and they're chopping up all the veggies, and they're chopping up all the fruit, and they're cooking all the stuff. Everybody's different. So remember that when you're reading, somebody comes in and posts, oh, I lost 3 pounds. And then I see people type in, how did you do it? Tell us, how did you do it? Well, what works for her or him might not necessarily work for you. You guys have to, anybody who doesn't know, because I know you guys that are all here right now know. Hi, Gwen. Susan was like our special case, though, because she was right in the thick. Ugh. Esther says, we have relatives in Canada, Canadians, I like to call it, and there are weddings and a funeral. Yeah. Caught the guy, but not the tiger. Is the tiger still loose? Oh, my God. Hi, Diana. Diana Antu's here, you guys. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. It feels nice to be smiling. Everything's dropping. Thank you, Rosie, because it's... Yeah, where is that cat? Oh, no. Oh, Judith, that sounds so... I won't give you my thoughts on that, because everybody's different. Let me just say that if something happens to moi, please don't meet up on Zoom. That's so sad. That's so weird. But who knows? I don't know the situation. If all of you guys needed to get together and talk, then that's wonderful. It just blows my mind. And I'm sorry about your loss, Judith. I should have said that first. I only lost one person in the pandemic, and it was an acquaintance. It was a gal that I met up through another friend. It was her friend. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I think that because she was so young. Judith, I have to imagine that it was kind of weird. Because, like, if everybody's grieving, how do you get on Zoom? And I don't know, it would seem kind of strange. But it's a way to do it, though, right? I mean, bye, Rosie. Have a great rest of have a great rest of your weekend, okay? A Tweety bird. All right, well, you guys, is there anything? What time is it here? 2 o'clock. I should go to the market and get something for Steve for dinner, but oh, Susan, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Over here. I should go to the market and grab something for dinner for Steve since he's been working so hard. He worked late last night and then went in today. But if I don't have anything in the house, then we'd have to go out. And I do really well when I eat out. Just putting that in there. Anybody who hasn't hit the like button, if you feel so inclined, I know you have to go out and come back in, don't you? Then don't worry about it. I forgot. That they're not up at the same time. So I guess that's it. Does anybody else? Let's see. Susan says, did you see the WW Instagram post today? Definition of unnecessary adjectives about other people's opinions about my body. From WW? Yes, I did. Gwen, this week and the beginning of June. Okay, Terry, take care. Thanks for popping in. So good to see you. I'm going to be headed out pretty soon, too, because I got a couple stuff. I got to throw some flour in my face like the Rice Krispies commercial and look like I've been doing something around here. Pull the vacuum out and sit it in the middle of the living room. You know, that kind of stuff. Oh, my gosh. Kitty's on green. I love green. You can't go wrong on green. I can't go wrong on green, I should say. The blue plan, I don't eat, I like it, but I don't eat yogurt unless I'm on the blue plan, so that I'm just eating something because I can. You know what I'm saying? So there's 32 of you guys in here. If there's anything that anybody needs to talk about before I shut this down, please feel free to say something and we can talk about it. That's what we're all here for, each other, not just me. It's not all about me. You know what, Esther? Steve cannot stand when I clean with bleach, and it drives me nuts, especially during this time. So he went to Target or some such place and found all these cleaners, and they're good cleaners, that don't have bleach in them. Well, you know what? When I'm scrubbing my sink and stuff, I want to use bleach, but that old boy won't let me. But that's still a great idea. I don't think Mr. Clean has any bleach in it. I could do that. And there's a bucket in the house, too, that he brought up. Hey, this is the weirdest thing, too. I'm sorry, I keep saying I'm going to go, but I'll do it all day if I want. It's my channel. Boil an onion. That would be an awesome idea if we ate onions. That would be a really good idea. Right after Oliver left, Steve went in, cleaned his bathroom till there was not one germ left. And I'm not talking, time when he was in there. He was in his bedroom shifting. I mean, it was like, I felt like we should have been, I don't know, let it stay for a few days. He might want to come back. Leave his stuff alone. He may hate it there and need his nana. It'll stop. But no, he was like on it. You're a Comet girl, Brenda? I love Comet too. I do like Comet. But I like gels and I like liquids, and actually that's what I should go do, is do my bathroom. You know what? I can't see half of the stuff you guys are writing because I don't have my glasses on. The twins are back. If you listened to their last, and Anita, we got your note because I sent them some snail mail because I was so worried about them. I mean, I had stuff going through my head that should not have been going through my head. And we've corresponded through, not through our regular mail, not email and Instagram and all that stuff. So I sent them a letter and I said, look, I don't know what's going on. I don't need to know what's going on. Just need to tell you that the whole WW community is worried about you guys. If you could just send a blip on the radar or something letting us all know. And then they did the video and I was so happy because they were the first people I watched. And when I'm at the park, when I walk, maybe that's what I'll do. I listen to their old stuff. I start at the beginning and I work my way back to where they are now because it's very nostalgic for me. They gave me, thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate it. I just saw it jump. Thank you so much. For me, because I was in my honeymoon phase when I found them. When I started WW, it was like, yeah, Wonder Woman, I'm Weight Watcher woman, Anita. This is what I do, and it was what I did for the original 35 who remember. And the twins were the only ones I watched. I may have very shortly after found Sandy and Amy, but for a long time it was just the twins, and it was like just them and me. And so now that I'm back in that honeymoon phase, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go back and start at the beginning. Let me see what I've missed. Bye, Tony. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. The 80s. Oh, no. Comet does have a gel, huh? Cheryl's on a WW plan. Let's see. But you know what? The twins also, going back to the twins, they look great. I was worried for a number of things. I was worried, God forbid, that one of them got sick. I was worried that they didn't want to come on because they had, like me, let things get out of control. I was so happy to see them. And I'm gonna send them some more snail mail and let them know. Susan, that's what did it so inspiring. You guys have your water? Because it helps. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I need to buy some waterproof mascara. I'm so glad to see you, and I'm so glad that we're at this end of it all, right? Thanks for popping in. I'm always so happy to see you. I'm listening to the neighbor outside. I'm eavesdropping. All right, you guys. See, I keep procrastinating because if I do hang up, I really do have to go do some things, and I just don't feel like it. I feel like turning on my old movies. Can't see it. Let's hear you guys. Brenda, thanks for popping in. It's always so good to see you. Thank you so much. All right. All right, well, I'm going to go change out of my pajamas. This isn't my pajamas, of course, but my bottoms are pajamas, and I'm going to put on some real clothes and go to the market. I need to go to Trader Joe's. I want to get some turkey dogs because I've been craving corn dogs because I'm watching all these Disney vloggers, and they're all eating corn dogs. Now, if I go get my Trader Joe turkey dogs, I can eat one with them, right? Right. So thanks for hanging with me, you guys. I appreciate it so, so much. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about recording regular videos again. I've been thinking about it. I need to get to learn to use my new camera, even though it's not that different than my old camera. I need to make a plan. Truth be told, I'm trying to think of different things to do because everything on all the WW channels has been done to death and some. And I know most people have no problem with that. But I don't want to do it. That's just me. I don't want to, it's like, I don't know. That's why I haven't made regular videos. That's why I've just come on live, because I can't think of anything out of the box. So we'll figure something out. But Oliver's not here to do any videos with me. Oh, I will, Diana. I'm back. I'm back because I've seen the light. I'm not sitting in the dark like we've all been doing all this time. So thank you guys. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And maybe one of these days I'll plan a live and let you guys know. Actually, Susan, I can tell you right now. No, I can't because I'm in the wrong screen. It was on the Turner Classic Movies, Turner Movie Classics, and it was an autobiography. She did the whole thing. She narrated everything. She told us all about her whole life, start at the beginning, separate part about her and Spencer. and why they did things the way they did them. If you read the book, you're probably far ahead of me, but it's on there. Next time I see you, I will let you know the name. Adios, Natalie. Thanks, you guys. I'm gonna hit the square or the cross or the X now. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'm hitting it. Bye.